What's up, Lash fam? Welcome back to my channel, guys, for another helpful lash video. Today we're going to be doing a lash with me video, which is something I haven't done here yet on my channel. You guys have been requesting it, so it's just something fun that I wanted to do for you. In this video, it will be as if you're almost here with me lashing, a lot less cuts, edits, just more of a raw video. I will be talking over the video as well. You guys have been requesting that I do more of that, so I'm going to give you guys that today. Hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so we're gonna apply these under eye pads right underneath her eye, taping down those baby lashes underneath, making sure that we don't lash any of those. We get it pretty close to the waterline, definitely not inside of it, but right up to it. Then we wanna shake our glue. When we use dark matter, we wanna make sure we let this glue sit for about 5 minutes prior to using. So make sure that you shake it good, give it a drop, and then let it sit there 5 minutes. When you do use my lashes, ladies, please make sure you give them a good hard brush. This opens up the lashes a lot easier. They are easy fanning, so it removes any adhesive that might have gotten into those lashes. So give them a good hard brush prior to lashing. Now we are going to apply on top. Now I do both. I lash a little bit underneath and a little bit on top. It's just kind of my preference, whatever's easier for me at the time. So typically on the right eye, it's easier to place underneath for me. Depending on my client's natural lashes, ladies, it is totally up to you what you feel more comfortable doing, placing on top or underneath. There is no right or wrong, just making sure that that lash is on to the base completely. Now what I've done here is I've taped up some of her lashes because she does have straight lashes. So when I tape back a layer, it allows me to place those lashes on a lot easier. So definitely utilizing your tape to your advantage is going to help you guys so much, especially when we are lashing with straight lashes. So use your tape back some lashes. It does help pull up those super straight lashes that are hard to get to. So using your tape is key to just making life a little bit easier when we are lashing more difficult lashes. And I definitely recommend to use your tape throughout your entire lash process if you can. It just helps isolate a lot better, and it helps you focus on a smaller portion rather than the whole eye. So we are going to continue just to lash this lash line. I like to do the bottom layer first and work my way to the top layer. So that is what I'm doing here. I do use different strategies for different lashes, just depending on which client I have and their lashes. There's certain strategies that work better for different lashes. So since I have lashed more, I am now moving the tape over and I am lashing in a different area. Now the more extensions you get on the eye, the easier it is to tape away. So once I get enough on to the bottom layer, I'm able to tape back more, and then I'm able to section it off now. So now I'm doing a different section, and then we will move on throughout the whole eye with just different sectioning. Now, a lot of people do ask me if I count the lashes as I am applying. I do not count. I check my client's natural lash, and then I decide on which fan I make as I go from there. The only thing that I do consistently throughout my sets is making sure that my bases are always perfect. Always, always, always perfect. That is so important when we're lashing, especially volume lashing, that our bases are always perfect. So you can also tell in this video that I do use my pinky to help me isolate. And ladies, if you have not used this technique, I definitely recommend it. It is helping so much throughout the process, just to make sure that I can't use my other hand because it is holding a extension in the tweezers, so I'm using my pinky instead. So I definitely recommend, ladies, you try that out as well. Now I am hand making all my fans. A lot of people ask if these are pre-made fans. They are not. I hand make all my fans. So When I am away from the screen, that is what I'm doing in this video, just hand making. I think everyone should learn how to hand make fans. If you do use pre-made fans, that's your prerogative, but I do think it is a quality and just something that every lash artist should know how to do. So if you are new to lashing or you are new to volume lashing, you can always reach out to me. I can help you. I do mentoring, so you guys, if you just need help with certain things, I can help you with that. If you're interested in taking a volume class, you can DM me. I do hold private classes as well, and I do travel. So if you are struggling with volume lashing, you are not alone. It is a very hard thing to learn, but there are resources, and I am more than happy to help you guys, so please DM me. So I have moved now to the midsection of the application, and again, I'm still doing a couple of the bottom layers, but I am now working more on the second layer as well, because we did do some layers before. And I am using the tape method throughout this whole eye because of her straight lashes, so it just makes it for such a more easy application process. And we want to work smarter, not harder, so we want to use these things to our advantage throughout the whole process. Now you can tell here in this video that I am applying both ways. Like I had said in the beginning, I am doing underneath and on top. Some lashes are easier for me to apply underneath and some lashes are easier on top. So if you are alternating through your sets, that is okay, as long as that lash is placed directly onto the natural lash and it is not hanging off the side. We want for optimal retention, so we want to make sure that they are bonded correctly. So here I am applying underneath. I personally like to lash in sections. It makes it a lot easier for me. I don't like when the whole lash line is shown, so that is why I tape away. It is just a lot easier for me. So if you have not tried this technique, definitely recommend it as well. It just makes it for a lot less stress on the lash line. Now, when I look at a whole lash line and I see how much work I need to get done, I don't like that. I like to just focus on sections at a time, so this helps me a lot in that process. So if you are like me and you get overwhelmed with how much is going on, how much needs to be done, your time, anything like that, I do recommend sectioning off, using your tape, and just working on sections at a time. So now I have lashed the majority of the lash lines, so we are going to remove the tape, and now I'm just going to get those couple lashes that I have not already gotten. At this point, removing the tape is helpful just because you get to see the entire lash line and how much you've lashed. It allows you to get in a little bit better and see what is not already lashed. So I do like to remove the tape at this point once there has been enough lashed and I can just see the extra little ones. Now I do lash 100% of the natural lashes. I also recommend that you do that as well if you want to get the best look out of your lash set. And when those little ones fall off here and there, that is okay, you guys. Don't worry about it. Just reapply a lash there. We want to make sure that we do lash 95 to 100% of the natural lashes for the best look. And I know that time is a factor for some of you guys. If you guys can get around some time and just focus on doing a full set, you will see a huge difference in your work. So here I am again applying underneath and on top. I do like to give it a brush only about once or twice throughout the whole set. I don't like to do too much. So we're going to remove this now. We have lashed 100% of her natural lashes, and we're going to move on to the left eye. So same exact process, you guys. We're going to just apply throughout the whole eye. I like to do one eye at a time because I get super overwhelmed and I like to focus just on one eye at a time. I like to create my look, perfect it, and then when I work on the second eye, it is a lot faster for me because I already know what look I'm going for and I already know what I'm going to do. So the second eye is a lot quicker for me, and it doesn't really matter which side you start on. It could be the left or the right. I can do either eye first, doesn't really matter. If you do struggle with the left eye, I recommend doing that eye first, getting the hardest one out of the way, and then going over to the easier side for you. Same with inner and outer corners. If you struggle with inner and outer corners, I do recommend doing those first and then going and doing the rest of them. So straight lashes, tip, you guys, tape to the side. It is so much better than taping completely up. And when I work on the left side, I do this method each time. So I start off, tape away, do the inner corners, and as I go, I will just gently start removing more away from that tape. And that just helps me focus on what I need to get done at that time and not worrying about the rest of the eye. Now, inner corners are a little bit harder, especially on the left side. So we want to make sure that we use our tape to our advantage, you guys. Using the tape is going to help you guys tremendously. It is there for your help, so please use it. Another tip, you guys, for inner and outer corners, we want to utilize our client's head to our advantage as well. So when we are doing outer corners, inner corners, tilt your client's head to the position that you need it to be. Now here I've double taped. The reason I've done that is because she has another layer of lashes that I need to get out of the way to get those baby lashes when I'm doing her inner corners. So I have used a second piece of tape to help me lift up a little bit more of her lashes, just to help my life be a little bit easier. Straight lashes are tremendously hard to lash, especially when you're trying to go underneath the natural lash like I am doing here on this eye. So using your tape to lift those up will help you guys. Now the inner and outer corners are definitely a struggle sometimes. So even I struggle with certain lashes, placing them on there, getting them on there correctly. Don't give up, ladies. Make sure that they're on there all the way before you remove anything. Sometimes it does take a few tries just to get those done completely. So just keep trying, keep trying. Don't give up on those inner corners. They are tricky, but you will get them. So just stay determined and get those done. So now we are moving on to the midsection. I did do all of her inner corners. I'm not going to show you guys every single part of this video because it is a lot, but I am going to show you just the majority of it. So we did do a lot of her inner corners. And now we're going to move on to the midsection of her eye. Now I do jump around a little bit in the eye. I won't lash completely all in one spot. So we're going to do the mid here, and again using double tape just to help me section off things that I've already done. That way we aren't too overwhelmed with what's going on. Now you can see in this video, she does have fluttery eyes. And when clients talk, that does make them flutter a little bit more, and we were talking a little bit. So fluttery eyes will make for a harder application. So when you do those inner corners, outer corners, and even throughout the whole eye, you want to make sure that your clients are talking as less as possible. We want to keep it super minimal. That way that you can work at optimal levels and you're not distracted. And when those eyes do move, it is a lot harder for you to lash. So if you can just nicely ask your clients and just kind of not talk as much, that way you are able to work. So now we have moved on to the outer corners. So as you can tell, I've removed the double layer of tape, and now I have just taped away completely all the lashes I've already done, which makes it so much easier to do. Now, when deciding which fans to put on which lashes, that is all up to what the natural lash looks like. So you want to make sure that you're checking that before you make your fans. You are customizing these fans to each of the client's natural lashes. So that is why I don't recommend always using pre-mades. I think it's great to learn this craft of making your own fans to give a custom set to each client. And you can see here, as I have moved on to her outer corner, I have tilted her head a little bit more. It does help me to isolate a lot easier. So now that I have done a lot more on this side, I have used the double layer just to tape away a little bit easier instead of removing what's already taped down. So I will go in and isolate and finish off this set using the taping method always throughout this whole eye. It does work best when you do have straight lashes that you're lashing on. Straight lashes are a lot harder. We definitely want to go in and make sure none are sticking together. That is what I'm doing here. And it also shows me any lashes that are not already lashed. So use both of your tweezers, get in there, see what's going on. All right, Lash fam, so we have completed this eye. I am just double checking, making sure none are stuck together. Not any discomfort for our clients. If anything is stuck, that does cause discomfort because when the lashes are attached to two, they are growing at different lengths, which will cause so much discomfort for your clients. So give those lashes a nice brush. We'll remove that tape and then we'll show you guys the final look. Now these baby outer corners are super important to get. We want to make sure that we get all the outer corners, all the inner corners. It does make a difference in your set. It does take it from basic to bomb. So make sure that you guys do get all of the tiny outer corners. We're just adjusting sizes, dropping down length. We did do a doll eye on her. So we did go shorter on the outer corners. And now those just got stuck together, super easy to pull apart. This is the final look. I hope you guys love it. Alright, Lash fam, that does conclude our Lash With Me video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. We are launching our 0.3 lashes, and if you haven't gotten those, head over to our website, place your order now. Along with Dark Matter, that's on pre-order, so you guys can do that now, and then those will ship out in about 2 weeks.
Other than that, I hope you guys like this video. I am reading all your guys' comments, so make sure you leave one down below. If you guys have any suggestions on new videos, please drop a comment, let me know. I will be in the comments for about an hour after the video launches, responding to you guys, just kind of communicating with you guys on different things, how you like this video in comparison to my other ones. This one is a more active video where I'm talking and explaining a lot more. I think you guys really enjoy those. If you do, give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week.